know that wherever you go and whoever you meet won't be better than me, and I hope you know.
Okay, so it's been a bit since I've done this, but today we're going to be talking about the Winter 2019 season anime, which series look kind of promising, or I've maybe already heard of them, the ones that I think I'm going to be checking out, and the ones that have the most potential. Now, I believe the new season is actually starting this week. It probably just started, if I'm not mistaken, today, and there's a lot of really awesome stuff. I'm not going to be talking about OVAs and reoccurring stuff. You guys already know Boruto, Black Clover, etc., etc., so it's just going to be mainly the stuff coming out this season, the debuting stuff. Yeah, so without further, or I guess if it's a continuation of something like, you know, a season 2 or season 3 of older series, you know, I'll give it, I guess, my opinion on whether I watch it or not as well. And at the top of the list is Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. I don't know if you guys remember my videos a while back talking about Mob Psycho 100 Season 1. Even before the anime came out, if I'm not mistaken, I had actually read a bit of the manga, and I was really, really hyped because this is from the creator of One Punch Man, and it's not a fluke that One Punch Man is successful because this guy, he can make really interesting and funny stuff. Mob Psycho 100 was really, really awesome in Season 2. I'm looking forward. I want to see more Reagan. Definitely Reagan. Reagan was my favorite of the whole thing. I like the little plot that they had going on. It's like Mob Psycho 100 is, to me, in my opinion, obviously is vastly different. This is about a sidekick, not about, well, not vastly, there's superpowers in it, but it seems like a polished up version of One Punch Man. If One Punch Man is trying to be slapstick, Mob Psycho seems like it was more so cleaned up, but still being funny at the same time. And I spent a lot of time talking about, yeah, Mob Psycho 100 Season 2, I will be watching that. Maybe I'll give a first impression. Next up, Tate no Yuusha no Nariyagari, stories of otherworldly heroes wielding the sword, spear, bow, and shield who defended the land from wave after wave of calamity. With the fate of the world in balance, the kingdom of Melromark summons these legendary figures. In modern day Japan, the call, sounds like one of those, they do a lot of these anime throughout the years of just kind of retelling like Nobunaga, Oda, and stuff like that, and I've seen so many of them. So, next up, Kakegurui, second season, and I probably butchered the heck out of them. Kakegurui? Kakegurui, okay, no idea what that's about, but I want to say I've heard the name around, so there's that. Then what I think could be anime of the year, definitely going to be a hit. I just don't know to what scale. Is it going to be like Attack on Titan? Is it going to be Death Note? Because I'd say Death Note, Attack on Titan, they've had their different levels of popularity. Death Note was at the tail end of TV still being a dominant and kind of asset necessary to make something big. Attack on Titan was at a time when the internet really was like blowing up with anime, but the Promise Neverland, aka Yakusoku no Neverland, at Gracefield House. For the people that never heard of Promise Neverland, I've been championing the series for a bit now. You guys will get a video on this, okay? I'm getting back in it. At Gracefield House, life couldn't be better for the orphans. Though they have no parents, together with the other kids and a kind, quote-unquote, mama who cares for them, they form one big happy family. No child is ever overlooked, especially since they are all adopted by the age of 12. Their daily lives involve rigorous tests, but afterwards they are allowed to play outside. Hold on, they gotta have more to the synopsis than that. Yes, there's only one rule they must obey. Do not leave the orphanage. But one day, two top-scoring orphans, Emma and Norman, venture past the gate and unearth the harrowing secret behind their entire existence. Utilizing their quick-wittedness, the children must work together to somehow change their predetermined fate. I like how they really try to be as spoiler-free as possible with the synopsis. Very, very excited. Definitely a must-watch of the season and of the year, to be honest with you. Data Live, don't watch that. Boogie Pop, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably either is this a remake? Maybe this is a remake or a continuation of Boogie Pop, because Boogie Pop Phantom, if I'm not mistaken, that's a classic anime. Then there's Dororo. Ooh, it kind of looks like Kenshin, and it doesn't he have like for Rurouni Kenshin fans, I don't know how many are still out there after the big scandal with the author. I still love the work. He said, Oro, Oro, Oro. I think that was his catchphrase. A samurai lord has bartered away his newborn son's organs to 48 demons in exchange for dominance on the battlefield. Yet the abandoned infant survives thanks to a medicine man who equips him with primitive prosthetics. Honestly, just off that and off the art. Next one, not checking out Kaguya Sama. Well, no, just we're not doing that. Manaria friends. Mysteria Academy is a prestigious magic school that teaches magic without discrimination to the three factions, men, gods, and demons, who usually are engaged in battle with each other. Two of the academy students are Anne, a princess and honor student, and Gree, a princess born from dragon and human. The first episode, okay, yeah, there's not much there. I don't know, not enough to really grab me. Domestic no Kanajo. Not so Fuji is in love with his teacher, Hina. School anime, not in the mood for that, to be honest with you. Revisions. This is a prophecy for you where 5 people will meet huge adversities and only you can protect everyone. Daisuke Tojima is a second-year high school student. More high school stuff. The next one, Gotobon no Hanayome. Doesn't look for me. 3D Kanaja, no. Ueno. Like, honestly, a lot of these, they just don't look for me. And, you know, if they are, then maybe there'll be a shocker, because there's a lot of shocker anime that come out of nowhere and surprise everyone. But, another Maho Shoujo. I do appreciate the Maho Shoujo genre, I'm not gonna lie. Madoka Magica for life, but they abused it after Madoka's popularity. Due to the invasion of Thesis, enigmatic creatures, oh god, I butchered those words, of soil from the land of the dead, mankind who was on the verge of crisis was saved by the efforts of magical girls who had obtained blah blah blah. It might be good, no disrespect, I'm just not interested. This is a season 2, Fukigen Mononokeon, yeah, I'm butchering. Igano no Dayak. If I'm not mistaken, Egao, is that English? On a planet far from Earth, there is a kingdom full of smiling faces. Okay, sounds a little weird. And the art, typical anime art. They do look like Twin Star Exorcist designs. Princess Yuki is 12 years old and about to enter its sensitive age in a person's life. Every day she cries, laughs, and sometimes her heart throbs with excitement. All the while she lives memorially in the royal palace. Filling her days are her loyal vassals, her tutor, Riara, Izana, who assists in blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, too much into detail, honestly. You lost me already on the synopsis. Grim notes the animation. The game takes place in a world. You know, I kind of got suckered in. I wasn't aware there was an anime. I made a video about it, and it was a decent anime. On retrospect, I think I did overhype it. I can't remember, but I'm starting to get turned off on anime that were based on games, unless they're like really good ones. So I don't know. Piano no Mori, second season, no. Watashi, that don't look anything for me. Let's see, WZ. And this is by Gohans, never heard of the studio. Yukiya, who is probably 14 years old, spends his time DJing alone. Due to his father's influence, he listened to house music since he was young, and he uploads videos online. Okay, kind of sounds up my alley. He wants to convey something to someone. He wants to be recognized and become important. But getting hurt is scary. One day, while trying to get more views, he does something that can't be undone. Oh god, this is horrible. This is a YouTuber's nightmare. And he sees a live broadcast from that world, quote-unquote. Yukiya believes he can't do anything alone, but that he could accomplish something if he were doing it together with someone else. That caught my interest. WZ, people. Girly Air Force, no disrespect to women's feminists just right now. Bang Dream Season 2. Looks like one of those, not one of those, but it... yeah, just not for me anyway. Endro, no. Koya no Kotobuki. And again, these are all super... What I'm doing right now is a superficial glance at the list. Honestly, again, a lot of series word to mouth is how a lot of anime gets watched. Pastel Memories. Story takes place in a future Akihabara where otaku culture has declined. Players play as a shopkeeper of an otaku shop. Another game anime. Kimono Friends 2, second season. Meiji Tokyo Renka. Mei Ayazuki is just your ordinary everyday high school girl. That is until one night when the moon is full. There's a lot of those anime too, people. Circlet Princess. People's lives have changed because of VR and AR. A lot of those Sword Art Online animes have been coming out too. And then Competent Sport has born from these technologies called Circuit Bout. I wonder if it's anything like Keijo. Circuit Bout can be competed between two schools and become an esport that decides the wealth of the schools. It would also become the real ability of the school, which depends on not just the students' academic skills, but also on the database. This sounds interesting. Okay. Kemuri Kusa. The art on this one caught my eye. The science fiction action story follows girls who fight with weird entities nicknamed Mushi, bugs, and survive in a world of red fog. not much to go on. Second season, Dimension High School, that looks like a live action. They kind of look like Reborn characters, Hitman Reborn. Hey, Renshi, Ekota, no. Mini Toji, no. Bermuda Triangle, a lot of, yeah, and I think that was honestly the end of the list. So there were a few gems definitely we picked out. Not too many that stood out to me. That was mainly all the TV anime, and we kind of blistered through. Again, the Black Clovers and Borutos and all of that stuff will be talked about, but it seems the shining gems are the Return of Mob Psycho 100 with Season 2, the Promise Neverland, Dodoro sounds like a personal interest of mine. I'm not sure. I think that Boogie Pop Phantom might be big. I'm so glad. Shout out to Baki the Grappler. Everybody's jumping on Baki. I've heard about Baki the Grappler for so many years, and that new Baki anime is really doing it in. So shout out to that. And yeah, there was a couple of things. WZ caught my eye. There's probably a lot more that I'm just not seeing and whatever, but Mob Psycho and Promise Neverland, hands down the two that I'm batting for. What you guys think though for winter 2019 season? Which anime are you most excited to watch? Which ones will you be watching? Did I miss out on any? Did I glance over any? Were any of the anime misleading and there's something really good about them? And your overall thoughts and expectations? Yes, baby. Gonna be talking about a lot of these anime, and expect Promise Neverland definitely within the next few days when the episode comes out, my first impressions. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications. And of course, if you want to support my music, My Beautiful Hell, out now on all musical streaming platforms, including iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, you name it, it's there. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime, manga, and music for life, baby. Bow. Have an awesome day.
Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace. Last time, I'ma say last time. Moving on to the future, leave the memories as a pastime. Memories always feel like the worst.